MAGA truckers boycott New York City over Donald Trump's $355 million fine. Kingdom divided cannot stand. Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. I want to give all the honor, glory, and praises to YAHAWAH by Hashem, YAHAWASHI by Hashem, RAWACHAA, QADASH. Double to the elders at Great Millstone, singers to the elect, peace and blessed to the one-third, and confusion of faces. So, a ruling has come about where Donald Trump, who pretty much been hit with a $355 million fine, and for 3 years can't do any business in New York, kind of triggered some truckers. And, I always say, respect the big trucks on the highway, because that's where your food, that's where your resources, that's where your goods from your stores come from. Like, that is really like the bloodline of like distribution. Your big distribution centers, all those trucks that's constantly coming in. For those of you who know about Walmart or your favorite Whole Food store, or even your Dollar Tree, anywhere, you have those big 18-wheel truckers that's bringing in a lot of distribution and goods from all across the country. And for them to say that they're going to stop bringing goods to New York is big, but it goes to show you just how spiritually induced the situation is, because when it says Egyptian against Egyptian in Isaiah 19:2, you have to go to the book of Revelation where it says that this place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Spiritually Sodom and Egypt, right? And Sodom, well, you can already tell by there being more than 2 genders, I'll leave it at that. And Egypt, because they took out a lot of customs from Egypt. And pretty much, just look at the back of a dollar bill, you'll see a pyramid, right? And so I'm looking at that. This is how you know it's also the end of Esau, because what's happening is that there's starting to be a sedition amongst men. And this is going on against their own people, against themselves. And also, for those who really don't know, this boycott came about from a trucker. I think they call him what? Chicago Ray. All right. Straight up Edomite. And I'm gonna read some of this in the article, and I'm gonna go into that worst edition really quick. A trucker by the name of Chicago Ray on X took to the platform and wrote, quote, "I'm just one of the many millions of truckers who believe in God." Yeah, says Ray Borgia. "And love this country. I stand with Trump because Trump stands with me. Truckers for Trump ain't just a slogan, it's real," unquote. So understand the power that is, man, to have truckers boycott. Dang, I think that reminds me of I think it was in Canada, if I'm not mistaken. You had a whole bunch of truckers that was boycott. They wasn't moving or something to that extent. I forgot exactly what it was, and they were actually getting donations from people. And like the government or someone stopped those people from, it was a certain corporation, like a certain group, and they stopped them from getting aid, like financial aid. So they go to show you, man, just how wrapped up everybody is in this monetary system. I forgot exactly what was going on, but I remember that boycott as well. But this is also dire too, because you remember when Trump was president, Esau was showing just how much they hated you at your job. Everyday Edomite showing how much they hated you, Jakes, man. And that's because their commander-in-chief was a known racist. So after he fell out, for being the president, all that MAGA, you don't see no MAGA hats no more like that. You don't see they try and bring it back. It ain't, the South gonna rise again. It ain't happen. Now that he came about to try and run for presidency again, oh man, that was up in arms. That were happy. And then when he got barred from certain certain states and counties or cities where he couldn't campaign, a lot of people was upset. They were mad. They were talking about right in the capital and stuff like that. So they go to show you, man, this place is through. All right, this is the last leg for Esau. Sedition and etymology. It says rebellion, uprising, revolt, factitious commotion in the state. Listen, concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority. So, in other words, you've brought down the verdict. What, $335 million is a fine, and he can't operate business in New York for 3 years. And y'all saying, well, we ain't delivering goods. Your toilet paper, your Tylenol, your favorite milk brand, and your Medicaid, we ain't delivering none of that. Like, that's sedition. That's sedition. So, in the book of 2nd Esdras and the Apocrypha, 2nd Esdras 15 and 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So, like, we know the president will be like the king of the, it will be like the king of America, or Babylon the Great, which America is. Look at how they talked about Joe Biden. Let's go, Brandon. That's a slogan for F Joe Biden. And they want to overthrow, take him out, and they want to put Trump in. That's sedition. Trump wanted to run. They told him Trump couldn't run. Okay, then we're not gonna support you. We want to overthrow. Oh, Trump can't go to New York and he can't do business for 3 months. Oh, we ain't gonna deliver your goods. See, like, this is sedition right here. Egyptian versus Egyptian, because America's spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Right? So I want to make this long, but I just want to bring this out. Mark chapter 3, verse 23 to 26. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? So you got Esau. Remember what the word Satan, go back to Shaitan, which just means enemy or adversary or your opposition. The Lord said we shall be sold to our enemies. So who had us in captivity? Just watch Django. Watch 12 Years a Slave. Watch Roots, right? Watch even the movie Life. All right? Watch Rosewood. Those types of movies show you it was Esau, the so-called white man today, Caucasian man, woman, and child today. And not every so-called white person that you see walking around is actually an Edomite. Some of them actually can be Jakes, man, confusing the faces. All right? Look at Steph Curry's daughter. She could look like a straight-up white girl, but Steph Curry's father is Jake. Look at Blake Griffin. His son has blonde hair, blue eye, but his father is a Haitian, a so-called Haitian, a Levite. But nonetheless, though, we know as a whole, in general, the Edomites would be the so-called Caucasians today. So the word Satan or Satan just means enemy or adversary. All right? Mark chapter 3, verse 23 to 26, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. What's the house? The house of Esau, the dukes of Edom. The kingdom is America, the mystery whore Babylon. Verse 26, and if Satan rise up against himself, and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. And Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. But we really know why. And I'm going to just close out with this. Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, over 100-something peace treaties broken by the Native Americans, broken by Esau towards the Native Americans. And now look at America. Now it's not the land of the Native Americans anymore. All right. Read again. Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Hence, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it, the follower. But with that being said, I pray you is edifying, fed, stay in the spirit, don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent, Kwama Sha'Allah, Muflaba Ball, Shalom.